Hey guys, this is Matt with Milwaukee Road. I'm back. I'm alive. Surgery went good, with the exception of having to stay in the hospital for just over a day, which was unexpectedly. But anyhow, moving on from that, I just want to give you guys an update on what I've done. I'm about 99% done with all the scenery, so I'm going to show you that. Plus, I have 2 of the 3 main rails running. I don't have any of the trains running right now. I'll do that in a standalone video after this in about a day or so. I still have to go through and clean up certain areas of the track so the trains won't stop. But other than that, here's what I've got done so far. As far as the Jones Freight Yard, this is one of the only things I have left, which is the panel for the UP5 to get put in, and then also the throttle holder, just so that gets put up here so I can control what's going on in the yard, and also what will be coming out of what will be the Norfolk Southern yard when the addition's built. Moving on from there, just have to do a duck under. Coming up over here, you guys remember my country club? Well, I ended up getting everything else that I needed. In fact, there's my limo for it, and also my fountain. The first fountain that I got was a little bit too small, and now this one's just a little bit too big, and unfortunately Shapeways does not make a middle-sized one, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make this one fit, and then put in water and put in different little aspects. But coming off of there, I ended up getting the horse stable area done. So I've got all that in, and if you notice, I have this type of static grass all over the layout, but then as soon as I went into the horse area, I'm going to try to get it in somewhat of a shade. There we go. You can see that there's a difference in the static grass that I use, just so that it makes it look like the horses have been picking over the grass and eating it out. So got that up. Then got my one little rail fanner who's looking down the main line, coming along in Waukesha. I have all of the front areas all done, plus I ended up getting B&H lumber completed, so that's all set. The other thing that I did was I've put lights in where all the buildings are going. I just have to do Waukesha, and I have like 1 or 2 other buildings throughout the layout that need to get it done. Moving on from there, then with Walker Steel, as you guys can see, I've got all the scenery done. I also have my little scrap yard. Now, I do have a fence that will be going along there. I just have not assembled it yet. I also have a little trailer home that goes right here, and that is not in yet. So as soon as that gets in, then that area will be finished. I'll just put a couple people working on disassembling the Pennsylvania car. Put up some people working in the scrap yard, and go on from there. Moving on from there, again, Walker Steel. Now I've got all the scenery in. I also have my big crane, which actually does, it's not motorized, but you can push it along the rails for different photo ops that are needed, and also it pivots, so makes it a little bit easier to work with. So I've got all that in. I got a new engine house. This was from Monroe Models. This was actually the prototype for his new kit that he has. So just want to say thanks to him for letting me get that. I still have to do the interior detail, but other than that, that's pretty much done. I've got all my my cars all glued in. You can see I've got my people I still have to put up, put inside there, and also lighting that I have to get done. Then coming along, you can see I ended up having, starting right in the back, there's the fence, and so then that separates the forest from Walker Steel. Then also I have a secondary fence that goes and encloses the trailer on flat car yard. I do have some people in, as if they're getting ready to bring that on down and connect into him. I still have to go and do some detailing on the concrete, weather it up a little bit. But these are all glued in. Whoop, sorry about that. There we go. They're all glued in, so it's all set, ready to go. Moving on from there, I have my mine company houses all done. I still have to go through and I still have to weather some of the cars and kind of put a little bit more detail in, but you can see I've got, right there I've got a couple miners that we're waiting for that train to pass. I got a dump truck waiting. Everyone has their garbage can out because the garbage guy is coming around. So you can kind of see all that set up. One other neat little feature that I did was right here. I can get a little pointer to show you. I wish I would have done this a little bit better, but you can see there's a strip of grass that's in there. And, I remember, my grandma's house, and, I always seen them around, you always saw, areas where grass was in between the concrete or in between stones. So I'm going to do a how-to video on how to do that. I wish it would have turned out a little bit better, but now that I know how to do it, it should be good from now on. I also put in this antenna with the box. That's going to be one of my default detectors for the main line, for the back main line. So I've got that set up. I ended up going through here, redoing the scenery in here. My picket guys are in the back of a dump truck right now, so they will be put back in the same spot right there. Then I have another siren on a stand right here for the mine. Then coming around here, I haven't finished this, but see if this will work. It's a there we go. It's a moonshine still. It's made by Showcase, and that's actually going to go right in here. Right now, like I said, I still have to finish this because, heck, this still has the Dick Tracy logo on the back. But I'll weather this thing up. I've got one guy that's going to work on the still, and then I've got a path leading out of the forest, so that'll go there, kind of add a little bit of humor to the area. Coming along, again, I still have to put in a few lights here and there, but for the most part, it's pretty much done. I have to get this grade crossing done, and it'll be this grade crossing and the grade crossing right there, and then they are all going to be complete. I can't wait until I get that done, because they are becoming a pain to do now. But anyhow, moving on from there, I still have to put up my my fuel cranes, which go right there. There's two of them, one there and one there that'll go. And that way, that'll be a sanding and fuel area. You can see I got the sanding tower and I've got a little MP15 waiting. I also I made the rest of my diagrams. And, like I said, all that they are is they're just, printed on a regular sheet of paper. They're out of Word. And then what I used for these, it's kind of hard to show. I apologize. But it's just a piece of plexiglass that I have it cut down to 4 inches by 10 inches. So then that way, when that's all done, it'll go right up there so I get the diagram of the yard. I still have to do the all the crops in this area. That's the last thing that I have to do, and then also kind of finish off the road, and then this area will actually be done. But moving on from there, I still have a fence to put up, but little things at a time. The road still has to get finished, but right now I'm focused on running trains because I haven't been able to in a while. And I'll tell you one thing: I love running the trains. Just as long, even if I'm working on something and just letting the trains just do loops, it's just kind of fun to watch. So then right here is going to be my second default detector, which is going to go across both of the main lines right there. And then, like I said in the other video, the display will be right here for that defect detector. Coming along, I've got all of this area completely finished. You can see I was doing a little photo op for the Jamie Davis towing. My wife ended up tweeting a picture of the yard with the scenery, as you can kind of see, just like, or with the backdrop kind of like that, and a couple different pictures that she ended up wanting to put on his page. But that's an example of the backdrop that's going to be going across this entire back area. So I know I've been saying it for the last couple months. I need to order it. I need to get my butt on that, but haven't gotten time to to actually figure out where I need all the roads and all the pictures that I need for it. So I got to get that going. But other than that, all my yard tracks for the roundhouse have all been connected up with power. So everything in the Wisconsin Central yard now has power, is ready to go. I ended up moving this sign, which you can see all that is I just googled the fire danger sign, found that online, shrunk it down to what would be, I assume would be N scale, and then cut it out with an X-Acto knife and put it on a couple of poles and glued it in place, and I think it turned out pretty neat. I've had that for a while, but that was actually on my North Coast lumber yard. Figured it's a little bit better to have it on the main drag now. Then again, I have more of the diagrams all set. Then one of the last things that I need to do is the Lamira station. It's going to be abandoned, but I'm still going to have some people as if they're using it as a workshop. So I have to get that area done. Then it's all done from there. And then it's just little detail stuff. I added this back building in, and I still have to put would be asphalt up to the doors, and that's going to be my United States Postal Service. I ended up getting from Shapeways their little mail trucks. They're not painted up yet. I apologize. I know it's hard to see, but I got 4 of those. So I got 3 of them just sitting there, and then one of them as if it's coming in right there. All of these buildings now all have lights in them. So I have to wire all that up. Unfortunately, my fat fingers ended up knocking over part of my fence there, so I got to fix that. But the next step on this is to just go back and start adding details in, start hooking up some of the lights, and then eventually get to all the signaling. But my main thing I need to work on next is this back track. You can see the track that comes from the back there needs to go across both the main lines and connect to this back track, which is right there. Come down, and that is what makes the final loop. The other 2 will go straight, so then all 3 tracks will actually go straight and go across there and go into where the new addition will be. So other than that, I just have that little bit of track work that I need to do, I got the turntable motor in, and then I'm redoing all the scenery in here, and I'll have this area all cleaned up. Right now it's just kind of a storage area for DC locomotives getting ready to be converted to DCC. Other than that, that's pretty much what I've got done. I hope you guys like it. I apologize, I know this is a little bit long, but the next video I'm just gonna have some trains running, and let you guys see how they look running, and just do different scenes of that. But the only other thing that I want to say is you can see right here, I ended up having to fix this track right here. I'm eventually going to have to fix these two as well as this turnout. Unfortunately, what I have here is my little lock. It was in the open position last night, and the wife came up, and while the track is connected right here, actually lifted this up and pulled out the sections of track. I put the rail in as best I can right now, but I'll have to do some more work on that. One of my friends said that it looked like CSX came, so I'm now going to call my wife CSX as the Careless Spouse Incorporated. So that's about it as far as I've got. I hope you guys like this. Any questions, comments, things you want to see, please let me know. I know some of you guys want to see the trains running. Like I said, I will do that in the next video. I hope you guys like this, and I will see you guys later.